Alright, so today we're going to be talking about the Nintendo Switch, which was revealed a few days ago. I'm a little bit late to making this video because I think it was revealed on like last Thursday. It's like a few days after that, obviously. Unfortunately, I was unable to make a video on it when it was first revealed. I'm making one now, so I hope that is okay. So we're going to talk about the Nintendo Switch, kind of go over what this system is. I'll give you guys my opinions on it. But to start this off, I wanted to kind of talk about my experiences with Nintendo. I've been a big fan of their handhelds pretty much since the Game Boy Advance. I got that when I was very little. I played the heck out of the Game Boy Advance. I, of course, upgraded to the SP. I played the DS. I played the 3DS. I've been a big fan of Nintendo's handheld consoles for many, many years. Unfortunately, when it comes to their consoles, I don't really have too much experience with Nintendo's consoles. I played a little bit of the Nintendo 64 growing up, with games like GoldenEye, Conker's Bad Fur Day, and stuff like that. And I also played a little bit of the GameCube as well. But when the Wii came out, I was turned off by the motion controls. I've never really been a fan of motion controls at all. And the Wii U, when that came out, I just didn't see a point in getting one. There was like no third-party support on the Wii U. I'm pretty sure there really wasn't that much on the Wii as well, but like if you looked at a publisher like Activision, when they released like 2 COD games on the Wii U, and they were never really supported or really well received at all. You never really heard too much about them. But the Nintendo Switch, I have to say, I'm actually pretty excited for this console. So let's just start this off by talking about what this console actually is. Basically, this console is a portable gaming console. It's not like your typical handheld though. This is a device that's going to give you, or I'm hoping will give you, a true console experience no matter where you are, at home or on the go. Of course, you could say that the PS Vita tried to do that. The PS Vita was pretty powerful for a handheld, but unfortunately it kind of failed at doing anything. But this thing, the NX, or not the NX, I can't believe I just said the NX, the Switch is what it's actually called, is aiming to be a portable gaming console, and from the trailer it looks to be doing a pretty dang good job of it. So what the console actually is actually, it's like a portable tablet looking thing. That's like the best way I can describe it. On top of it is a game card slot. Yes, the games are actually running off of cartridges this time, which is actually pretty cool because cartridges now are not like what they used to be back in the day, where you had limited space and stuff like that. Like back in Nintendo 64, you didn't have a lot of space to put your games on the freaking cartridges. Now, flash memory, cartridges can get up to just insane amounts of storage and stuff like that. So that's definitely not, an issue anymore. So I'm actually kind of excited to see cartridges be what, I'm excited to see that cartridges are what Nintendo is using. Apparently I'm not good at talking today, but whatever. There's also a headphone jack up there. Take notes, Apple. That's a pretty overused joke. It also has a kickstand on the back of it too, if you want to, you put the tablet down. I'll get more into where the kickstand comes in use later. But if you do want to connect this to your TV, they actually have a dock for it. The dock will give it constant power when you put the tablet. Basically, like slide the tablet into the dock. It's pretty freaking cool looking. If you haven't watched the trailer, definitely go watch the reveal trailer. But you slide it into the dock, it connects to your TV, gives it constant power, charges it obviously, and it seems to also have 2 USB ports on it as well. So that's pretty freaking cool. When it comes to using controllers for this thing, I believe these things are called the Joy-Con controllers. Basically what these are is when you want to take the system on the go, you just slide, basically 2 little controllers in your hands, right? You just slide it onto the side of the console, and you can just pick it up and freaking go off and have a great time. And they showed a scene in the reveal trailer which a guy took his Nintendo Switch onto a plane. He's playing it like this and stuff like that, but when he got on the plane, what he did is he took the kickstand off, set the Switch down, and then removed the controllers and sat back like this with each, like, one half of the controller in this hand, the other half in this hand, and sat there and played. Basically just like this. You could have this. That looks so comfortable, honestly. Like, you could be sitting back like this playing a game, just have one hand down here. It looks pretty freaking comfortable. So that's a pretty cool way that you can use the Joy-Con controllers. This is actually a pretty cool feature here. If you want to play a split screen game with your friends, and now I'm sure this is only for certain split screen games like Mario Kart, you can actually give one of the Joy-Con controllers to your friend. He can hold this small little thing and play it. Basically, if you haven't seen pictures or anything, I'm pretty sure I'm putting pictures up on here. Each half, I'm just going to call it a half, I don't know what else you can call it, has one thumbstick and some buttons on it, basically is what it is. I don't feel like you can use that for all split screen games because you're only getting one thumbstick and some little buttons. So I'm sure it's only for, you know, certain games like Mario Kart and stuff like that. Or if you want to use these Joy-Con controllers as a traditional controller, they actually have like a connector for it. I'm not sure exactly what it's called, but you just slide both of them on a connector and you can use it as a regular controller. I'm getting out of breath from talking. Sorry if that's like annoying or anything like that. But they also have a Pro controller if you just want to have a standard, you know, looking controller. Basically, the Pro controller looks just like the Xbox One controller. So if you don't want to, you know, have to use the Joy-Con controller and like the little connector dock, you can just use the Pro controller. And I believe you can also use the Pro controller while you're using the system on the go. It just connects to it, and you can have it on the kickstand again while using the Pro controller and the connector, or whatever you want to do. So there's like quite a few different options when it comes to using controllers on this, and it's pretty freaking cool, honestly. I like the idea of the Joy-Con controllers. I'm not sure how the split screen thing is going to work because they're pretty freaking small and you only get one thumbstick. But I mean, honestly, I'm actually really excited for this console. The controllers that they showed, or like the controller options I guess you have, is pretty freaking cool. But in terms of games, I already stated that the games went on cartridges. They showed a few games here in this revealed trailer. They showed The Legend of Zelda Breath of Wild, which I'm not a big Legend of Zelda fan, honestly. I haven't really played too many of them. They showed Skyrim, the Definitive Edition, Mario Kart, NBA 2K, a 3D Mario game they haven't announced yet, and Splatoon. Now, let's talk a little bit about these third-party titles I just mentioned, which was NBA 2K, as well as Skyrim. So I feel like Nintendo's lacked third-party support pretty much since the Wii. I mean, the Wii, honestly, I didn't really enjoy it, and the Wii U didn't really do too great. I mean, the Wii was a pretty successful console, but I don't think the Wii U was that successful. There really wasn't no third-party support. So for them to show, you know, Skyrim and 2K, which I'm not a sports fan, but Skyrim, I mean, it's freaking Skyrim, and it looked like the Definitive Edition too, which is pretty cool. Is awesome. I really hope Nintendo gets some good third-party support on this system. But if I'm not mistaken, I did read that they haven't actually confirmed Skyrim or even 2K for the Switch yet, which I really hope Nintendo just goes all out on third-party support for this system, because if there is no third-party support on the Switch, it doesn't make it as, you know, much of a good purchase. But if it does have third-party games, I mean, Skyrim on the go, I mean, who the frick wouldn't want to play Skyrim on the go? Sure, you can play now the Definitive Edition on your PS4 using, you know, the Vita, but that's not the same as having a true console experience on the go. The Vita is just streaming it over the internet. That's not the same as what this is. So I'm really hoping Nintendo really breaks down, or cracks down, I guess, on third-party support, so it just makes this console so much better. Pricing, I'm not sure what they're going to price it. It does look to be, you know, have a lot of accessories. They even showed, I think, like a mount you can put on like a freaking headrest on your car, and then you can slide the Switch into it and play your games in the car like that. There's a lot of accessories, you know, Joy-Con controllers, a connector for the Joy-Con controller, the dock for the system, the freaking Pro controller. There's obviously a lot of freaking accessories for this thing already, and it was just freaking revealed. So I don't really know what they're going to do for pricing. Like, $400 seems decently reasonable. $300 would also be a pretty good price as well, but I don't really know what they're going to do. In terms of specs, this is running an NVIDIA custom Tegra processor, which, if you don't know, is used in mobile devices, you know, like tablets and phone. It's what these processors are usually used for. But I'm not really, I mean, from what we've seen so far gameplay-wise, games look pretty good, so they seem to be using a pretty beefy Tegra processor for this stuff, so that's pretty good. But that's really all I have to say about the NX. I honestly think it's going to be a good system if it's done right. If Nintendo comes out and brings a lot of third-party support, and if I just think it can do well. If there is a good online system as well, you know, like Nintendo Online, whatever the frick you want to call it. If there's a good online platform and good third-party support, this system will probably do amazing. The only concern, another concern that I do have, is that there may be a difference in performance from when you have it connected to the dock to when it's in handheld. I'm not sure if the dock's going to be giving it even more power so the games look better. Obviously, there's probably going to be a difference in resolution and stuff like that between, you know, the dock's resolution on the TV from the portable, you know, portable version's resolution. But we don't know yet. There aren't going to be any more freaking things revealed about this thing until like next year. So we got a while to wait until we get some more news on Nintendo Switch. But That's all we have to say. Sorry if this video sucked at all. I try to do the best I can on videos like this. Hopefully I did good. But if you did watch this all the way through, I want to thank you for watching. Let me know down below if you're excited for Nintendo Switch, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace out.